Google product we're going to look at today is going to be Google Maps. But first of all, let's go ahead and sign into Google with your personal account. Sign in, top right hand side, and I'm going to use one of my accounts. Alright, so we're going to go ahead up to Google Maps. Just go to the black bar at the top, find Maps, and you have a partial screen. It could show up to the area where the computer thinks that you're in the general region. So for 9th grade West Virginia Social Studies, we use TechSteps. And the TechSteps requirement is that students identify a location and take different steps going with that. So we're going to start off with My Places. In My Places, students have to create a map. Alright, so we're going to go create map and title it. So I'm going to title this as Hawaii. Alright, so this is an example for TechSteps. Alright, so go ahead, and if you want to collaborate with somebody, that means you're going to share it, and they could go ahead and edit that map, or they could just look at that map. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my email address. And you could also add your message in with that. So you could go ahead and manage collaborators. Collaborators might invite others to take a look at that map and allow anyone to edit this map. And only the collaborator I would rather prefer to edit the map. Alright, so go to send invitation. So this be sent to whoever you send it to. Alright, so we're going to go to done here. But now we're going to take a look. Okay, I'm nowhere near Hawaii. So let's go ahead and search for Hawaii. Let's go for Honolulu. Honolulu, Hawaii. Okay, just type in a few letters and it comes up. Alright, so we can take a look at Honolulu, Hawaii. We have Diamond Head, Honolulu International Airport. Alright, so let's go ahead back into My Places. We want to go back to the map that I just created, which is Hawaii, and I want to edit it. Alright, but I can't see anything very close right now. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom a bit. So go ahead and zoom a little more. You can see more detail, the mountains, the elevation here, and how close this is to the ocean. So let's zoom in a little more. There we go, a little more detail. You can actually see the outlines of the roads right now, the outline of the runways. And you can go ahead and see the scale. 1 mile equals to about an inch. Now I'm going to get real close. Downtown Honolulu. Okay, all I see are streets. Let's go ahead and change this up a little bit. I'm going to click on where it says satellite. And voila, we have right here more details, and you can see the water, the streets, and there's some other things you could show as well. I could take off labels, and it doesn't tell me what the streets are. I could go ahead and click on the weather on the left hand side, put down photos, different photographs that people had taken over time. You can go ahead and click into those photos. So here is Kamehameha First statue in front of, I want to say, the City Hall of Honolulu. May or may not be right. Okay, you can also show traffic, how congested. Red is very congested. Green is free-flowing traffic. Hawaii, particularly Honolulu, is known to have the heaviest traffic jams in the United States. I'm going to scroll on over here, pan left and right, and in the middle here I see the National Cemetery of the Pacific. Alright, so I want to identify that as part of my TechSteps project. So I'm going to go ahead to the top here, and go to this blue, and what the blue is a place marker. Right, so Whoops, I made a mistake here. And what I can do is I can go ahead and delete that once I click onto it. And Google Maps is kind of touchy, so you may have to abandon that and work on it later. Right, so I'll find that cemetery again. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag it on down. Whoops. Click here, drag on down, and where I want it, right there, let go of it, and I'm going to put down National Cemetery. The students be required to look up some information about this National Cemetery. I'm going to add some detail and description, said that this National Cemetery is in a volcano, actually. A extinct volcano. Alright, so I know I didn't spell this right here, so let's go ahead and correct the spelling. Cemetery. Okay, still misspelled, so you can go ahead and click on the word and right click it, and it'll spell it right for you. And press OK. Alright, and let's go ahead. I want to scroll out a little bit here. I want to find Pearl Harbor. So Pearl Harbor ought to be around here somewhere. Okay, I can't. Oh, there's Pearl Harbor right there. Joint Base Homer Pearl Harbor Hickam. So I'm going to go over there. See where the hand is? I'm going to go there. Click on it. Oops. And I'm going to zoom in a little more. Oops. Pan on over. Alright, so here's Pearl Harbor. And it's not very large. So let's go ahead and go scroll in a little more. And I'm going to put another place marker, Pearl Harbor. And it'll be, again, a little bit of research, find out Pearl Harbor bombed by the Japanese in December 7th, 1941. Okay. So there's some of the things to go ahead and do with this as part of the TechSteps assignment. Some other things I want to show you is to scroll in a little more, and you can see all kinds of detail, right? So let's scroll in tight as possible. You can see some more details. And I don't know if it'll work here if the Google car has taken advantage of Hawaii yet. I don't know, but you could look at this man here, and he won't go in the street. So I guess Google hasn't gone into this part of Hawaii yet. Alright, so this is just a brief overview of Google Maps, and in class we'll go ahead and take a more in-depth look at it. Alright, talk to you later.